Okay, let me see the number. The number is there. Right, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Thank you very much for the opportunity and thanks for your time this evening. Not our usual meeting weekends. We normally have it every Saturday, but this time around, our physical events has taken us more time over the past week, so we couldn't meet over the weekend. So we've rescheduled Tuesday, as you guys has confirmed through our platform that Tuesday will be the best day for us to meet and continue where we stopped. As you know, this is the governor nexus of Cardano Ghana community, and today we are moving to our third week, and then the third week will be on the Intersect MBO. And we are glad to have Madam Afia, who is Ghana Hub lead or coordinator to say of Intersect MBO. For so very soon we get to know all what Intersect is. And then as we've seen during our lunch. So the first week, just an overview, the first week took us through the subsystem 94 parameters and then delegated representative concept. For those of us who wanted to register or know how you can register to be a GREP, we explored that opportunity and how you, those of us who want to delegate our votes to GREPs. Yes, so we had all those things there. And then we moved to Project Catalyst. Indeed, Project Catalyst took us almost 3 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, and it's still not enough. And then we look at proposals review, also look at proposal writing and its marketing, where we share sample ideas, which are in line with fund testing across all the, I think the four categories, leaving the partners. So that was shared during our first meeting of Project Catalyst. The second was the community review, registration, and then the requirements, and then what we need to have and then participate in the community review process. Last week was that I hung out to assist members on the registration process of the community review. We know that this time around we have some verification mechanism which have given a lot of the committee members some headache. And then we are still waiting for confirmation from the Catalyst team for the headway. But without much we do or say, today is the third week. The third week, that is, we are moving to the third week, which is Intersect MBO. So we have the Ghana lead will take us through the overview of it. The need to join us, she will take us through, and then the membership as well as all what matters about the Intersect. We then welcome questions on her presentation, and then I update the house on the next step or towards what next week and then our common projects. Mustafa is also here. So without much ado, let's welcome on board Madam Afia, who is the Ghana lead or the Ghana coordinator for Intercept MBO. Madam, you are welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here with you as always. I think I've joined your group since day one when you started, and I make sure I'm always available unless otherwise I have a program that is not allowing me to be here. Well, I'll just give a high overview of what Intersect is all about and the need for each and everyone to come on board. So what is Intersect? It's a membership-based organization within the Cardano ecosystem. When we say a membership-based organization, what we mean to say is if you're a member of something, you have a say in the thing. So that is all that it says to it.
Right.
So the whole, it's called Intersect MBO. That's how the organization determined Intersect MBO, a membership-based organization within the Cardano ecosystem. So it's supposed to take care of we, the members within the Cardano ecosystem. And this community is to ensure continuity and future developments. And this is done by bringing members together, all the members within the ecosystem together behind a shared vision and a transparent and innovative Cardano ecosystem so that everybody can know what is happening in the Cardano future. How does Intersect operate? It has 5 pillars. One, the first is to support the community, the Intersect community, to develop the ecosystem by hosting developer-focused conferences. So you have to look out. There will be conferences online, in person, and all those things. So these conferences are hosted within their regional hubs. They've launched regional hubs for the community, and that's to support the community. So when you come to Africa, WADA is spearheading the Intersect, the regional hubs. So they are supposed to see to the fact of organizing programs to bring the community together. The second thing is the administrative and the champion Cardano's community-led governance. If you are aware, there's been a lot of, what should I say? The governance within the Cardano structure is developing. And I'm sure those who have followed, especially this platform, this webinars, would bear with me that you actually took us through how Cardano started, the 5 stages, and now to the Voltaire stage. And this is the stage that Intersect want to spearhead and get everybody's input on board. They want to deliver community, the third pillar is they want to deliver community-approved Cardano technical roadmap. They don't just want to do things and then come and put it on us, but rather do things that are community approved. They want to facilitate the continuity of Cardano for system stability. That is the 4th pillar. And the last pillar is to coordinate open source development of core technologies of Cardano ecosystem. So that's the 5 pillars that Intersect wants to work with. So the next thing is their structure. And they work alongside how membership organizations work. They have a governing body, they have administrative members, they have various committees and working groups focus on specific domains and interests. The design of the Intersect governance and membership structure helps to identify strategic priorities within the Cardano development ecosystem. And this is done by, as I said, they want to have a broad representation through a diverse global membership. They don't just want to settle on just a core people, but a diverse global membership. It has been incorporated. Intersect is registered, so it has been incorporated in the United States. And this gives credence to it and all that it wants to do within the ecosystem. So what are its values? Intersect works with these values. Empathy. They want to recognize the human capital among all of us, supporting and understanding each other. They want to have a transparent governance, being able to share your views openly, being able to understand the flow of the decision-making process. And then instead of building walls, they want everybody to be brought to the table. That's the transparency. They want trust within the ecosystem, believing in the abilities and talents of everybody within the ecosystem. I don't want to say that what's going on right now, it's a little bit within the registration of reviewers, Catalyst reviewers. I know I'm following the chat and I know that people are really angry up and down. I, for one, they even didn't respond to my email that I want to review. So that I'll go through the process of verifying myself. So these are some of the things that hopefully Intersect is going to take out of the system. They want to respect everybody's opinion. So if you're a member and you think that there's something going on, there's the right process for you to complain, and your complaint will be heard. They also want us to work as a team. And this, I know, is something that right from day one, Catalyst has been saying. But currently, I don't see it that way. They've been saying that we are decentralized and the platform is decentralized, everybody does it. But currently, what is going on, I don't think is well decentralized for people to have say. But the Intersect group is coming in to ensure that all those things are well structured for people to have their say within the ecosystem. They want there to be an accountability, so that if there's something going on and somebody doesn't understand, the person can come out. They want to empower everybody within the ecosystem. They want to be innovative. You bring your ideas. It's not just putting the ideas on us. You bring your ideas and we'll see how it can work. They want to embrace every spirit that comes from different works of life. And they are determined for this thing to succeed. So the governing body is made such that everyone that is registered, everyone can be a member of Intersect. But before you can take a decision, you have to be a paid member. That's why it's called a membership-based organization. That's the implication. It's membership and it's supported by the membership. So if you really want to have a say in the governing body, you have to be a paid member. And the governing body have a 5-member seats. And the seats, there are 3 board members with representatives from seed funders and members. And the third seat is an academic position. And the other is from the members. And this people have a tenure of 3 years. Additional board members is elected from the membership group. Aside this, they have other working bodies, community advisory working body, and then the staff. So somebody will ask, how is Intersect funded? First of all, I've told you that it's a membership committee, so it gets its funding, this core funding from the membership dues that we all contribute. And again, it gets funding from Cardano and the Cardano Development Trust, which is there. Normally, it's called the Cardano Treasury. But with the change of things, volunteer and all those things coming in, now they are terminating the development trust. So these are where it gets its funding from. Membership. There are exclusive benefits for members, and they have various membership groups. We have individual members that you pay $10 to become. They have entrepreneur membership. That is if you are a group and you want to register. your group. That one is 1,000 USD. And then they have athletes. If you think that you just want to become a member, be updated on what is going on, but you are not ready to pay, you can also sign on as an athlete member. So these are the 3 categories of the members. And each group have its, what should I say, its benefits. If you are paying as an entrepreneur, a whole group, and that is $1,000, you can participate in forming Cardano governance recommendations group. You can be part of the board, you can be part of the groups, you can be part of the communities. You have voting rights. You can influence any critical decision that is going on, and you have access to funding. Intersect also has a platform where you can apply for grants. So if you're a member, if you're a paid up member, you can also access and apply for community grants. And this would help you with your projects. Depending, they also have conditions, depending that you meet the conditions for the grants. And we all, those who are paid members, you have a say in how this, what should I say, systems of how do we assess grants, what are the types of grants. You have a say if you are a paid member, because as I said, they want to hear the voice of everybody. So if grants are opened and you think there's a way out that is not right, there's something going on that is not right, and you want to say opportunities, that we can engage with people within the ecosystem. You discuss partnership. This is very important. And one of the things I think Africans or Ghanaians, we don't want to do is partnership. We always think of ourselves and ourselves alone. We think somebody is going to take something from you to do this. So you want to do everything on your own. But it's really good to go into partnership. So one of the things that a platform gives to you is partnership. You can access partnership. And you also increase your visibility within the ecosystem. If you are within the ecosystem, you can actually increase your visibility. If you are part of the Intersect MBO, you can actually increase your visibility. So as I said, benefits. If you are a registered member, your voting rights, you're eligible to vote. But if you are an associate, that is, you are on there, but you are not paid member, you can't vote. And there are communities and groups, boards that you can come on. And if you are a paid member, you will be able to elect people to the various boards, committees, and the working groups. If you are not paid up, you can't do this. The only thing that you can be able to do if you are not paid up, you can be able to join or you be appointed, depending on your activity within the ecosystem, you'll be appointed to a working group. But you cannot be part of a community or a board member. You cannot be. So I've said about the grants, the community grants that you can also apply for. There's another thing they call utility project funding. You can also apply for. When I finish, I'll just give you the link to the site, and you can go there and you read about all the benefits that are there and how you can become a member, which is very easy. as I said, if you think you don't have money now, so you can't apply to be a paid member, you can still be an associate member. And when you're an associate member, you get more information. They'll be giving you updates and all those things. And I'm sure when you see interesting things coming up, you rise to become a paid member. So at this stage, let me see if there are any questions or anything that somebody wants to know more.
All right. So if there's any question or clarification from the presentation beginning up to now, just raise your hand and then we give you the floor to ask before probably we just share maybe a screen from the Intersect website so that you see how you can register if you want to join Intersect MBO as an associate to that. Any question, clarification
Yeah,
from the beginner? Yes, so
yeah. So but anyway, thanks to Madame for that. It was brief, but it looks like her presentation covered almost the
everything.
major aspect of Intersect, the values, the the pillars, and some of the opportunities. And that I
Mm,
think is what most of us are interested in, especially as
yes, yes.
Cardano enthusiasts. So
Uh, now, as you know, as the hub lead, she moving with the website in the head. So
yeah. So one interesting thing about it is that the Intersect sounds like it sounds like yes, it's member based, but they want you to be registered and not just registering, but they want you to make some commitment. That is the paid membership aspect. Because when you make that commitment, so madam, I think this is something that may block or try to that this is something that concerns most
Blocking
community
people.
members. Yes,
Yeah,
the
I
payment
remember
aspect.
when we did.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember when we did the lunch. It was one of
okay.
the issues they wanted us to
Yeah.
be paid up. No, the $10 as the dues was a deterrent for people to pay. And those who were available, both in-house, online, we did about 3 online meetings. The answers that came was, why should we say no? Because other countries are contributing. Why should Africa alone say no? And then if we come, when it comes to decision making, we want to be heard. We are
Yes.
we are complaining. Comes to decision making, we want to be heard. So why don't we want to contribute to the making of the thing, but just want to enjoy what the thing brings? So
Okay.
the people who came, most of the people who came from the spaces, who are other people from all over Africa, and that's basically, I didn't see any foreigner there, people from other countries. They were saying that yes, we should be allowed to pay. We should agree to pay, not be allowed. We should agree to pay because it shows commitment and
Yeah.
ready to work within the ecosystem. So I remember at the dinner, the recent members meeting, somebody also asked Nick, why $10? And then he said when they were starting, they started with 100. And they realized that for a lot of people to come on board, they have to reduce it. That's why they brought it to the minimum of $10 a year. And I think that maybe it's our problem here because the dollar is not stable. But if the
Yes.
dollar was stable, I think $10
The
is okay.
fundamentals are very weak, so
$10
Right.
is
So
okay.
yeah, it will have been small for us. But you see, I actually agree to what you are saying, madam. Imagine if Catalyst was a paid platform and for us to commit $10 per year, right? Per annum, just $10 for a whole
Yeah.
year to have access to everything. grants, you can apply for grants, you can. So, I mean, it actually brings that commitment. Most of us, when we see some of these membership dues, we see as, oh, the people want to take advantage of us. They want to make money. They want to, but already they have ways, they have, chunk ways of making money, but they just want that commitment
Yeah,
from you.
that commitment.
Yes, so that you can make time for meetings, to take part in governance actions, apply. So, but these are some of the things. I remember I was doing some foreign application for postgraduate scholarship, and some of these schools they charge application fees. Some doesn't charge, or some do not charge. And I had a one-on-one call with one professor on an info session, and I asked her why do they actually charge? Because the fees usually are just maybe $100 or $50 sometimes, and she added that they want that commitment from applicants. They want applicants to put some seriousness in the applications because they
Yeah,
also,
because if you don't
yeah,
charge, they
yes,
can just come and
come and
go.
do anything at all, submit anything
Yeah,
at all, and
yeah,
they are going to sit and review that. So
yeah,
the time they are also going to invest in in review applications. At least when you are going to pay for the application, you will put in a very serious application. So
exactly.
usually the membership dues will make us committed, and will kind of motivate us to be
Yes.
active in the
And
ecosystem.
actually, that was from the info I have, that was how Charles wanted
Yeah.
Cardano Foundation to start.
Okay.
When they started right from day one, he wanted it to be a membership-based thing,
Okay.
commitment. But
Mm.
then those people who were in charge of the foundation, so when they started, it was MBO.
Okay.
They were doing the education, the business aspect, and IOG,
LG.
Charles' company.
Mm.
Then the Cardano Foundation. The Cardano Foundation was supposed to oversee membership.
Mm. Okay.
So all that Cardano Foundation did was just to bring Project Catalyst, where proposals can be assessed, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But instead of taking care of the foundation and then oversee things like the summits, when there's a program, but
Yeah.
as to actually involving the community as the community was expanding was left out. So that's what Intersect had come in to do now, to actually pull the community along.
Okay.
And I, from what is going on, I foresee maybe the foundation fizzling out in the near future. You know, they are not
Yeah.
going to fund Summit 2025.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I saw it in the budget, but they were still agitating. Is it still in the budget? Let's find out. It's in
Well,
the
Summit 2025.
yes,
No, they are, so what they are saying now is they are going to decentralize, and that is coming from Intersect. They are going to decentralize all summits. We are not going to have a big, huge summit like what's
but
happening now. But then what they are going to do is to decentralize all summits. Africa, every continent will do its own summits
okay.
okay.
so that a lot of people can go. So if they are doing the summit in Africa and it's in Ghana, most people can come easily. Instead of Dubai, where selected few, all those flights will go there, and then you see the Africans can go, or they are doing it in US, or they are doing it in Japan, or they are doing it in UK or Scotland or somewhere else. So right now, coming 2025, it's one of the master class that we are going to
So
have this summit,
do you are you
2024.
are you saying maybe the Intersect will make it more community based, involve the community in deciding the
Yes,
venue for summit, how it should be done, organized?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I also heard something like that, and yeah, even the CF itself mentioned that going forward they may not be the sole organization to handle it, or they may not be those handling the affairs of the
yes.
summit, and yeah, because of Intersect.
So but I just add on maybe the payment methods. Maybe we can
Mhm.
add on that. I think it's also important you add before Manav come with the question. I mean
Yeah,
payment method,
okay,
mode of payment and other things.
Oh,
If,
okay. Good evening, listeners. It's just the question that I wanted to ask that Mr. Distin said to ask. So.
Okay.
Okay, the payment method is two things. You can either use your wallet, crypto wallet. So you can
Okay.
either pay in ADA, or I think there's another one that you can use Binance to
Yeah.
pay in dollars, or you can use your credit card. I use my credit card, Ghana credit card.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
you can use your credit card. You can either pay with your wallet, or you can pay if you are good with crypto dealings. You have a Binance account and you are good to do those things. You can use that to
I
pay.
think I also pay with my Visa, the card.
Yes, I think all of us pay with our Visa cards. I also pay with my credit card, and then I even pay before later they were accepting the ADA. So that was how it
Okay.
goes. So
So I think
Okay.
same
with
as
your
enterprise, right? Though we've not done
uh,
enterprise yet.
so with your permission, I wanted to share the website so that members
Okay.
could uh, have a look of uh, how it is.
Please,
Yeah, Manav, go ahead.
yes, please, Madam, I wanted to ask if we can use, for instance, the Roy wallets, or is this supposed to be a second party, like app like Binance, or we can use the Roy wallet
You
and
can
do
use
the
your
transaction?
UI wallet. You can use your any ADA wallet that they are accepting ADA. So if you have Uroi, fine. If you have Eternal, fine. If you have any other lace, fine. So if you have
Right.
any wallet that stores Uroi, you can use it. Hey, that stores ADA, you can use it.
Oh, okay,
Right.
thank you.
Right. I don't know whether my screen is clear for
Yes,
Yeah,
members.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Good for sharing.
So maybe
So
those
that's
who
the
want
team
to
building
register.
together to drive Cardano forward.
Mhm.
member area.
So I've shared the link to this site in the chat. If you just take it, you come and click on the membership area. As you see, you can see that become a member. If you are already a member, you log in. If you are not, you just click on join now. I think the process is not just doesn't take anything. Your email, you confirm your email. You give your first name, your last name, and then your username, which is not mandatory. You choose your country here, Ghana. So when you just scroll down, you see Ghana. I'll come in Kuruma, Ghana, and then you select, and then
Okay.
so how do you find about Intercept? So if you just so these are a lot of direct workshop, community hub, website, Twitter, feeling in YouTube and others. So we can keep others and say that government working group. So you accept all this and then proceed to the next step. It will take you through the 5 steps that you have to go, and then have your registration. I think
Read the
the
terms. There are
default
terms and
registration is
conditions. You shouldn't just skip.
yeah, the
Okay.
terms and conditions as we are not familiar with terms and conditions, we accept. So right. So another important thing is I think the default registration is on the associate, right, madam? When you register, you'll be landed onto the associate membership. Then after
Yes.
you can upgrade your membership to the individual or enterprise
Oh,
membership. So,
yes.
so once you are doing all this thing, you don't have to pay before you do any of this thing. To register
No.
as a member, you just have to register. Your information will be there. Once it is there, and then you can then upgrade your registration to a pay member, which you can now give access to qualify for grants and other things. So just to add to what Madam has also said, I think we all of us hosted the constitutional workshop here in Ghana, and I think it's due to our membership rules, which was giving us that opportunity to be able to host that workshop. So if you imagine if we were not members, we wouldn't have that opportunity, and then more and more opportunities will come for us to do that. So those of us who are already members, you just enter your email, they'll give you a magic link, and then you just use that to access your dashboard, and then you participate in the ongoing discussion. I think that, then, weekly updates comes every Friday.
Yeah.
Every Friday. Uh, every Friday they give a regular
And you
update, and then
see, yeah, the one thing that actually I'm not quite happy with is the fact that even the current ongoing voting for the committee members, the voters they have to be paid members, right, madam? Associates are not eligible
Yes,
to vote.
yes,
yes,
yes.
yes,
You
And
can't, if you are not a paid member, you can't vote.
yeah, yeah. So, I happen to be one of the MCC candidates, but I just got myself wondered, like how am I even going to campaign to my local community, knowing that most of them are not
Okay, that is the
supporters of
issue.
yeah,
They are not paid. They are
yeah,
not paid. Yeah,
paid
yeah.
members. Majority
But
will
then
even
I
be
think, Moose, what we have to do is to encourage them.
yeah,
As we all said, the dues is just a commitment.
yeah,
And I believe that if you are paying $10 to be able to access grants, I have not accessed any of their grants yet.
yeah,
But then
but
if anyway, I had the opportunity to host the AMA
you
because
can
they sponsored it.
maybe probably you can just click you go to the membership benefits, founding
yes.
member, what are the
It,
benefits? Then we look at the enter
yeah,
maybe
it's still loading. It's still loading. So yeah, so you can see this. But before I proceed, someone, Mr. Bakar has raised his hand, so you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Yes.
that we see the benefits.
Everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and
Yeah,
clear.
I hear you.
Okay, thank you. So it's not a question though, but then it's just add up or something. I recently also joined Intersect MBO, and then I registered as
Okay.
a paid member. And what Mustafa
Okay.
was saying about the voting. So what has, or let me say, what is currently going on is that if you register right now, or maybe you get someone to register as a paid member right now, the person will not be able to vote because they gave a notification that if I registered or I joined before the voting process began.
Oh,
So due to that, yeah. So I saw your name. I saw your name. So I wanted to follow up and then make the vote, but then they give a caution that I can't make the vote because I
Yes,
joined.
yes.
oh, it means you're not part
There
of the
was a deadline
voters
for people
register.
to join if you want to be eligible for voting. There was a deadline for joining. If you
Oh,
want to
Okay.
be eligible for voting, yeah, I saw
Mm.
that.
Yeah.
wow.
So, so this is my just showing my dashboard. These are some of the benefits associated to me. So for my dashboard, you can see that
Oh,
I have access to town halls, Intercept Discord, and then I can join any working groups. We have the marketing working group, the governance, and everything. I can also apply for grants. So Madam have said made it clear that if you are a pay member, you can apply for grants and go. Madam, you remember they
you
have
can
a
vote too.
face-to-face meetup. I actually applied for the one of the face-to-face meetup, and then they reach out to me that I'm qualified and I'm due, but because we are having the constitutional workshop, they would prefer that I choose one at that time so that maybe subsequent one I can handle the one that I've forgotten. So I rolled down the face-to-face meetup and then accepted the constitutional
Yeah,
workshop.
yeah. There are
So
so
you see
many
that
opportunities. If you are able
so
to go into the working groups, I hear they even give them allowance. So
okay. So
yeah.
I have not joined any working group yet. So maybe
Me too.
with time we
So,
have all
madam,
those
most
things.
of us interested in allowance.
Uh,
Try and
so
pay,
you can see the
pay your
working
member.
the committees and then the working groups. Working groups are here. Overview of the working groups. Everything. When you just get to the site, you have all those information.
Yeah, probably. So you can put
Uh,
them on the chat. Or
yeah, I've already shared the link on the chat.
okay, yeah, the main
Mm,
website.
mm. Okay. So here to your benefits. Okay, we will talk about those ones. Uh,
All right. So
so
if there are other concerns, suggestions,
uh,
comments,
so it's $10. This working group we try our possible to track attendance of committed members and see if we can support not less than five, not more than five people. That will be $50 to upgrade themselves. So we have 12. If we take ourselves out, that will be nine people. So all those 9 people who are in the meeting today, if you can register as yourself as an associate member and then share with us your registration details and everything, and let's see what happens. You can be among the 5 people that we can support to upgrade your membership to individual members. So try your possible best and then register through the link we have just shared through. You can do that with your phone. You can also do that with your laptop. It doesn't matter the device that you have. So register as your as an associate member. When you are done, let us know, and then we see how best if we can support or we are due for support. Next week to discuss more about this.
And I think that you should make sure that you are supporting people when next year comes and their subscription is there, they can really understand the benefits and will be able to support themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
So I think we are just done with voting. At the voting tab, there's nothing again. Voting ended, I think, 2 days ago. So voting ended. We are waiting for them to announce the results, and we see how things go. So basically, this is all what Intersect MBO is all about. So we can read more on the link that we have shared here. Yes. So any other questions? So that if there are no much questions, we have 5 minutes to our time.
Wrap up.
We can wrap up and then prepare for next week. Next week is also on Project Catalyst, but that one will match focus on proposals. Proposals review, not as a proposal review, but we are going to look at some of the proposals which have been submitted in this fund, which are in line with the category, which are not in line with the categories, whether how they have been submitted and then whether it merits the funds that they are looking at or not. So we're having an in-depth review of proposal, but we are not reviewing for the 50 ADA or the 25 ADA the Catalyst team is rewarding. So we will also have our own review
If you say next week,
next week.
do you mean today,
Yes.
Tuesday?
Yes, today's week Tuesday, because I think you have to come on board and speak about our next week program.
Yeah.
And those who have not yet. So you can show yourself and then throw more light on what is next on this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend is obvious. We're having the Cardano Summit community event, and a lot of you have confirmed your participation, especially those of you who are in and around Tamale to come. I'm sure we'll be talking about Intersect again. Hopefully, when Madam is able to make time, we'll just talk a little around it at the summit. And there's going to be a lot of breakout sessions and discussions, and it's going to be intensive. Almost everything about Cardano refresh. It's going to be a refresher, gathering for some people. Some people are going to also pick up some first time knowledge at the summit. So the agenda, we are still drafting our agenda, and it's going to be packed because we're looking at a recap on the constitutional workshops, take your feedbacks and some of your suggestions ahead of the convention. Then we'll also look at some issues around Project Catalyst, Intersect, the member-based organization, and some other key topics like the reps and governance, the reps and processes. So basically, if you are free, join us this weekend at Hopping Academy Saturday. The Cardano community will be there to network, just refresh, have fun, meet new people, and share ideas regarding how we can also contribute our local voice to the betterment of Cardano ecosystem. Yeah, so basically that's it. Madam, we can take your remarks, closing remarks.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate your time too. But I hope that the participants have grasped.
So we can
something from
so we wrap up that way. Next week we'll see you here same time, Tuesday, 4 a.m. So 4 p.m. rather, not 4 a.m., 4 p.m. rather. So how to wrap up our discussion on the governance results. Then we'll then proceed to the next stage of this project. And then for the proposal reviews, there we may be having more often scheduled calls to assist people to do the community proposal review.
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate. A lot of people were not able to verify their community reviewables, and that actually is beyond
So
our control. Hopefully, next time or next funding round, the process will be quite easy.
all right. So thank you. See you next week, and then we can stay around and then ask for questions when we stop recording. Yes.
Yeah, all right. Thanks.